only be a short chapter of my life. But somewhere along the way, this church, it stopped being a place that I simply attended every Sabbath, but it really became like another home to me. And I've shared this, I think, once or twice before, but I'll share it for the last time, of how I came to SUIC. Because I think the story is a little unique. And when I look back at all the blessings over the past 8 years, I really see how maybe this was God's purpose for me to come to this church. So 8 years ago in 2018, I was 17 years old, and I had just graduated from high school in America. And I came to Korea for my summer vacation, and I think it was around June in 2018. And I was kind of new to Korea. I hadn't lived here in many years. And so I would go to my parents' church, but there weren't many youth members. And so I was kind of searching for which church to go to. And one day on a Sunday afternoon, I was at Sangbong subway station. Do you guys know Sangbong subway station? So I was there. I was sitting on the bench waiting for my subway, and I was reading a book that happened to be in English. And I saw this tall white man walking towards me, and he sat right next to me on the bench. From my periphery, I kept seeing him look at me and look at my book, and he was just staring at me the whole time. And so eventually, as I felt like he was going to, he approached me, he talked to me, and he said, "Are you reading a book in English?" And I said, "Yes." And then we eventually, kept talking. And I don't know how this happened, but I ended up telling him that I just graduated high school. And he asked me, "What is the name of the high school that you went to?" And I said, "I went to Great Lakes Adventist Academy." And when he heard the word Adventist Academy, his eyes lit up. And so I could tell, oh, he knows Adventism, which is kind of unique. And he asked, "Are you an STA?" And I said, "Yes." "Are you?" And he goes, "I am." And so long story short, we get on the subway together. We were going towards the same direction. And he said, "Well, if you're looking for a church that you want to go to, you could visit me at my church. I go to an international church. Everything is done in English. And we have a big youth group. And back then, we had maybe 20, 25 members in the youth group. And so that